here's the thing. We are in Spain currently. We just drove 3 days to get here from Germany. We are here to house hunt. The catch is we have 2 horses, so it has to be a horse property. And according to our text message literally like 10 minutes ago, the property that we drove here to see is apparently unavailable.
Denied.
We drive on the back roads from Germany to Spain for 3 days in order to search for a new place to call home with our horses. We had bought our horses while we lived in England, but due to the coronavirus lockdown, we've been stuck in eastern Germany for 8 months now. Our wish list for properties in Spain include enough land for our 2 horses to graze and roam around comfortably. We've calculated we would need at least 5 acres per horse so that they can graze off of the land in the spring and in the winter to help save on the cost of hay, which in Spain can be very expensive. Hay can go from about €8 per small bale, so if our 2 horses eat 2 small bales a day, it would cost roughly €480 a month just for hay. So having some land with grass is our number 1 priority. We also would much prefer to have a home in the countryside so that we can have our horses right outside our door. When we lived in England, we had to commute over an hour drive just to see our horses every day, and we definitely don't want to be doing that again. Unfortunately, in Spain, renting houses in the countryside is not a common occurrence, and therefore it is not an option to find something which we could rent with land on it, which means if we are looking for properties in Spain, we're going to have to buy them on a cash basis.
So the funny thing is, about 10 minutes ago we got a text from our realtor who wanted to show us a pretty nice property, we thought, saying that anymore.
Yes.
So it was available like 4
10
days
minutes
ago.
ago.
And it's not available right now anymore, although it's set on the market, we believe, for about a year, but all of a sudden it's sold. So we have let's see whether he or she can come up with something new.
So the plan is basically, we don't have a very big budget, but the plan is we're trying to find a property here in Spain where we can live with our horses outside of our door. Ideally we're not just kind of boarding them at a stables, and we're having the horses with us. So it's a little bit trickier finding a property to maybe rent. So that's kind of our current situation right now, and that is our goal.
So we believe we have to be a bit creative about this whole situation, and we definitely have to make it a kind of business rather than just rent a place, because that's going to be quite expensive. So we have to figure out, we have to find a place which has potential, and we have to make it a little business so that we can actually support ourselves there, us and our horses. So this is our challenge for this week.
Yeah, it's to find a property for no money, which can make money, so that we can travel and ride with our horses. Mission not impossible, hopefully.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
So, good news. We already found some pretty nice horse trails with signs, and there's watering stations, network of horse trails around here in this area, which is perfect. And I'm standing on one of those horse trails. So that's, I think, what it's all kind of dirt roads through amazing landscape. We'll show you more of that.
We just saw stables on the side of the road, like a big sign that said Hippie House, which I think means like horse center or something. So we just sort of randomly pulled over to try and ask them some questions. But then Christian pointed out, I think they eat horse meat in Spain, so now he kind of warned me not to go inside because it looks like a little cafe. So he warned me not to go inside just in case it's one of those places where they eat horse meat. So he's doing a little bit of recon. Not knowing what to expect while house hunting in Spain, but hearing about its low cost of living, we decided to see just how cheap country houses can be. We didn't know what to expect, but we were soon to find out exactly what our money would buy.
When we were walking in town, we actually stumbled across a real estate agent office, and so we went inside, we talked to the guy, and now we're gonna go look at some properties.
Property number 1, the Project House. 80,000 euros, 3 acres of land. This house is an old manor farmhouse with a barn. Although our real estate agent was very enthusiastic about this project house, I was not feeling it. And it was definitely not safe for us to explore inside the small room which was still actually standing. The rest of the house had been completely collapsed in by the roof, and this project house, to me, would only be resolved with a bulldozer. Property number 2, the Hippie House. 51,000 euros, 8.5 acres, an old dirty locked camper full of basically trash, and also an old dirty wooden shed with 1 bath, no electricity, and no water. But as a bonus, there was a interesting looking, let's call it meditation dome, which the ants have decided to call home. Property number 3, the no electricity townhouse. 31,000 euros bedroom, bathroom, no electricity, no water, and no land for horses. In fact, this property is only 2,600 meters square.
Kristen went to go look at the property, but I'm not even looking at it because he's like, it's livable. No, it's not. It's not livable. In my opinion. I don't know. Maybe because I'm American, but I'm not living in that. And I don't think it's worth 30,000 or whatever it is. So yeah. I don't know why Kristen was even bothering.
Property number 4, opposite Meat Factory House. This property is 79,000 euros, 8 acres, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, still no electricity, but it has a spring well with running water. And I'm not joking when I say this house is opposite of the meat factory. Right across the busy road with lots of noise is this very big meat factory, and unfortunately, it has a bit of a smell to it. I'm also not too keen on the idea of maybe listening to the pigs squealing in the night. However, this house so far is the only one that is actually move-in ready. Although there's no electricity, it technically does have 3 bedrooms and some running water for the bathroom. Our final option is to rent an apartment in the medieval-style town and board our horses at a nearby stable. This unfortunately would mean that we would have to commute every day to see our horses, but considering the other options, this might actually be a better fit. So, which option would you choose? Comment below and let us know which one, if any, you would pick. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more house hunting videos as we try and find the next place to call home with our horses. Stay tuned!